YouTube channel where we are talking about sustainable farming practices, sustainable energy efficiency, and water conservation. Today we are in Kindu Town Ward in Rachunya North Sub-County in Homa Bay County. We are visiting this amazing farmer who has naturally been able to retain his trees, bringing up very good tree cover, creating a microclimate within this region. Let's stay tuned so that you can be able to learn more about how to regenerate your plants and have natural trees which can treat your family. If this is your first time in this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share.
I'm Gordon Umolo Osano, a resident of Ngoya village in Kendu Bay Town Ward, Karachuonyo Sub-County or constituency, and of course Homa Bay County in the Republic of Kenya. It's a great moment for us to meet today and talk about nature. The platforms that you are capable of having its view today on this planet Earth in its small way had its journey started way back on the 31st of August 1991 when I was still a student. Basically, what really pervaded my mind and created, or rather invoked, saturation of divergent thought on how to collect environment together and climate change was simply because the world was changing towards a catastrophic direction. Global warming is a serious case that had long started, but people had little intervention. So it became so worse that today everybody is invited to play an interlude, though belated. In my case, I started a project in the name of Ndege Food and Environment Development Project, that very time in 1991. In those days, those who had gone to school did not have value for such type of developments. I therefore decided not to look for white-collar job, but to come out and practicalize the basics of nature. A lot of trees had been cut and the land around became bare. Badlands were created, more so in the professional areas when roads were getting constructed. Every place, a lot of earth was dug for graveling, then abandoned as derelict. All these became sources of troubles, causes of diseases, because when water collected, they became puddles for mosquitoes. People ran away from such places looking for better land to do farming and their economic growth. But in my way, these badlands, the derelict pieces of and tracts of land, I saw some gold mine in them. So there is this thing that really influenced my thinking, the reclamation of the Zuiderzee project in the Netherlands, where the North Sea created havoc and killed thousands of people during its floods. But the Dutch made everything impossible, very possible, to create a basket of food. And there was a province of Zuiderzee with 5 provinces in it, dairy cattle for milk and milk products, and a lot more. So I thought, if the Dutch could create land from the sea by way of reclamation, why not, at the same time, in my own style, reclaim badlands into agricultural lands, into environmental platforms. So in this kind of approach, I started by conserving the indigenous trees. The nation has been thinking a lot more about how to plant trees, but little has been known about the unique characteristics of the indigenous trees, that when cut, they can still become resurgent, grow back to become trees, and create microclimates and macroclimates. So I want to urge that one science that is very important, as a knowledge that should go out to the people, we should nurture the rootstock of those indigenous trees to grow back to trunks of trees. Now where we are standing and doing our speech about environmental conservation was made a desert as a result of desertification, which came about on the principle of deforestation. The topsoil was swept away. All the good soil that could grow any crop went down the drain and created siltation in Lake Victoria, killing the blue economy, because even the water transport, which existed there before, came to an end, because there was no way even the big and small ship transporting goods and people could come to the harbor. So poor management of environment brings a lot of drawbacks. It creates a lot of losses, including lack of employment that people talk about. So mine is recovery through the process of natural resources and raw materials. So today we can talk about a complete environment with trees which were never there before, and crops like sugarcane, as you shall see ahead when going on with our program, as a secondary component from the primary aspect of conservation. You know, with the trees that we have around, recently and today, diseases has come up that requires perfect oxygenation. With our trees around, a lot more diseases are already treated because we get fresh air from them. The leaves of these trees and their roots provide a lot of herbs that will keep our families healthy and strong with the many diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure. Mention them. My people have been surviving and doing very well, and even the communities, they come here and take the roots and leaves of these trees for their medication. So the most important thing about sustainability and keeping up on the run without a slide with the vegetation in its natural status, I want to say emphatically, is very medicinal in terms of freshness of the environment, and at the same time the physical treatment that it accords the societies.
Thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope you will learn something, and please share with your networks so that together we can be able to regenerate our farms so that it can bring medicine and household income. Thanks so much for watching.